Hello everybody! Welcome to another scintillating edition of Panini Unwrapped. I'm Tracy Hackler, joined today by special guest Joe White. Meet Joe White.
Wearing black.
I'm confused. Now this, Joe, promises to be a show-stopping edition of Panini Unwrapped.
It does.
Because we have the history-making first couple of boxes of a brand new product, a product that's never been done.
Yep.
2010 plates and patches football.
Highly anticipated.
The buzz is growing every day as we get closer to the release date next week, and Joe is in charge of procuring our autographs for football. So you've got a lot of blood, sweat, and anticipation and stress in these boxes here, don't you?
I do. It's been a long process to get a lot of these guys live in the box, and I think collectors will be extremely happy about the guys they pull because a lot of top-notch rookies, top-notch veterans, retired players. It's fully loaded.
Fully loaded. Fully loaded. Now, for anybody who might, the box is kind of reminiscent of like a Prime Cuts in terms of the configuration, but you open the top, there's a checklist, and whoa! Oh, you know what? I'm already happy.
Oh god.
I'm already happy because I got a Bronco.
Nice.
And it's the guy who caught his first career touchdown pass in the final regular season game against the Chargers. And who threw it? What? It's Eric Decker. He was a great dude. We got to spend some time with him at the rookie photo shoot this year.
Yep, a nice kid.
Real nice kid. I think he's going to be a real good player for the Broncos for a long time. And I'm not just saying that because, well, I probably am just saying that.
Mr. Aurelius Ben, 4-color patch.
And there's one slabbed card per box. And a lot of them have been the rookie patch autograph.
Correct.
Now, within that black box, there's also a smaller black box. And this is where the rest of the hits will reside. The rest of the cards will reside. Hopefully there's some hits in here because each box, Joe, for your $150, you're going to get at least 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box.
Yes.
And a lot of people have voiced their approval of that concept on the blog and message boards because it's you get all your hits in kind of a one fell swoop kind of deal. There's Tony Moyaki.
Yes.
Tight end for the
Kansas City Chiefs.
And then
James Stark's autograph.
that's not a bad one.
Green Bay Packers.
He's kind of come on here lately to kind of re-energize the Packers running game.
He has.
Lee Evans out of $4.99. I believe that's one of the parallels.
Yeah. Second autograph.
Nice.
Dominique Franks.
It's actually your third if you count the Aurelius Ben and the. Okay, thank you. Here's my second autograph, and it's of the Terminator, Joe.
Ah.
John Connor. Out of 249, John Connor's a real hard-nosed, rugged fullback who gained acclaim on Hard Knocks this year with the Jets. Oh, this is cool. This is a Welker, as we say sometimes, right. Joe. You know what we say, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a sick patch. It's sick. It's sick. It needs to go to the doctor. And that's a 19 of 25er.
That's nice.
And that's a very cool card. It would be even cooler if he were still playing this weekend, but a cool card nonetheless.
Marcus Colston, 3-color patch, which is also considered a...
That's a sick patch. There's an epidemic that has broken out at Panini America headquarters. Now this is one of my favorite designs in the whole product, and I like the foil, I like the photography. It's the rookie blitz insert,
yeah,
and there are also game used and autograph versions of it, but even the base version like this is really a nice card.
Got the 1-color, David Garrard.
So that one's a little healthier. That one's gone through.
Not quite as sick.
The medication. It's not quite as sick. And then my last card is actually a pretty cool card because there's an inscription on it. It's a Titans quarterback, Rusty Smith, who got a little bit of playing time this year, but he has his Bible verse, Isaiah 41:10, it looks like, on there, which is really cool. Now, when you're dealing with a guy like Rusty Smith, Is that inscription, is that something he added on his own, or is that something that you encouraged him to do?
It's actually something he added on his own. We've had a few players, Bible verses, a few nicknames, something they try to add on to the card and make it a little bit different. So it's pretty cool when they do that for us.
Now, from beginning to end, when do you get your marching orders for a product, and they say we need autographs back in X amount of months?
Usually we get them around 7 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
We hope for 8 weeks. Sometimes it becomes 7 weeks, 6 weeks, depending on how fast we can get the
Right.
cards to send out.
Right.
Sometimes there's a little bit of a lag time getting the cards to send out for on-card autographs, but usually we hope for 7 weeks, 8 weeks turnaround time to get autographs back.
And then when do you start sweating bullets that the deadline's approaching?
Usually about a week before.
Okay.
A week before the product ships, I'm pretty much sweating and hustling to try to get the last few guys in the product. So yeah, a week before we go into a little bit of a panic mode.
True story about Joe. He lost 27 pounds before last year's Contenders pack out. Is that true because of all the stress?
Yeah, actually it was. I didn't eat for 2 weeks while I was trying to get back autographs. I was just focusing on getting back autographs and didn't care about food or anything. So I wanted to make sure the collectors were happy.
Sit up here. Before these go back to the customer service, and before some of them may even come to you, I wanted to just show you some of the cooler hits that we were able to get. Now, these printing plates are extremely unique in that they have obviously backs that you don't always see on one-on-one printing plates. But there are also memorabilia versions, which I think I may have one in here. I don't, but I do have an autograph version, which is Brody Eldridge. Also, obviously, a one-on-one. Joe, what were some of your favorite cards as you saw these coming back in? What were some of your favorites?
Well, the one we have there obviously was a neat one. The Jagonitis cut signature I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And the printing plates I think are neat. I think just the overall design is really, design team really did a good job with this set.
Right. And then, but you're full heads down, full steam ahead on trying to finish up Contenders and National Treasures also in the year, aren't you?
I am, yeah. We're working on finishing up Contenders right now. And then Treasures will be coming soon after, and both going to be really huge sets. I mean, obviously Contenders is heavily collected.
Right.
And Treasures is everybody's anticipating the jumbo patch on-card autos, and
absolutely,
it's gonna be incredible. I think the last two products are gonna really pack a big punch.
Just like you do.
Exactly.
Now I wanted to show these two cuts because one in every one per case.
Yep.
The cut autographs fall. We happen to have two really nice ones here in the legendary Johnny Unitas and Don Hudson. But just the cut checklist, the cut autograph checklist is solid. It's strong.
It is.
And really, as we get closer to the launch of the product here next week, I think hopefully we're going to reach a fever pitch, and people are can't run into the store to pick it up.
I think so. I think the value is there for the amount of hits you get for the price, and the encapsulated card and the cut signatures and the printing plates. There's such a good variation of things to pull out of a not so expensive pack. I mean, it's still pretty high dollar, but for what you're getting for the money.
Right, all your hits are going to be there.
Yeah, it's great value for the money, in my opinion.
The hit per card ratio is really high on this. So it's 2010 Panini Plates and Patches football, brand new. Hope you get a chance to get some. And for some of these cards that we pulled, and maybe some of the ones from the QC and customer service stack, we're going to give those away. But you got to look down below, and there will be an explanation, and you can write comments or whatever. Look for us on Twitter and on Facebook too. And love it, and love your people. Thanks for watching, Joe. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And see you later.